Everybody has a podcast.
Ooh, man. What up, everybody? Hello, extended break there. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Weather quite shitty out. I'm tired of this cold weather already. I told myself I was ready for the cold weather, but now I'm ready for butt sweat again, folks. Hope everybody had a good Christmas break. Oh, Christmas, New Year's. Hope it was all good.
Say, Wiggy, take out the trash!
Grant Mills, good to hear your voice again. It was a good Christmas break. We had our holidays following on our usual podcast, so good to hear you. Good to be back. Good to see, hear, listen, talk, chat with all you guys out there. What a break it was. But you know what? Like you said, it's the winter, it's cold. I think people look forward to Christmas and the New Year's and all that shit. I'm glad it's over. I like 2024. I like a blossoming new year. Let me ask you, I was thinking, a lot of people do the whole resolutions thing. I don't really get into that shit. That does not seem like something Grant Mills gets into either. Are you a resolutioner or not really, or never have been.
Nah.
Nah, I agree. I think people don't. I set goals for myself year round. As I've gotten older, it helps me put things in perspective that I need to do. And, we all need challenges to aim towards, but resolutions, waiting for it's silly to me. Silly. So I don't do that, but if you do, I hope you achieve them. Keep them realistic. And I hope everybody out there is so far having a good 8 days of 2024. So, Grant Mills, how was Christmas, New Year's, everything rocking and rolling so far?
It wasn't bad. We went out to West Dolomite and did a few things, and
Sure.
rather low key for New Year's Eve. I was gonna go out to a bar, but a buddy who works at the bar told me to come out. I swung by there because I was on my way to a friend's house, and there's too many people there, so I was like, I can't catch a spot, so I just went. But I'm trying to get back to the neighborhood bar scene. I guess I took a break for a while because I don't know, man. I was just getting burned out. But
Yeah. It's that
what
time
about
of
you,
year,
man?
too.
How was Christmas and the New Year's? Did y'all do anything?
You know what? It was very low key, good over the shoulder catch by Washington, 20-13. If you're watching the Natty, it's kind of bland. You know what? No, my better half, she had to actually work a lot. She worked on New Year's Eve and pulled back by a holding call. Trying to commentate and talk. She worked New Year's Eve. I ran to a friend's house lives up the street literally for an hour to get back, do New Year's. Kids were in bed. New Year's was kind of a dud this year. No pun intended. She worked at home, but all New Year's we went to bed early. Christmas, man, it was just quiet. We did some family stuff and did some present swapping, and really, I try to just enjoy the time off. I like being off of work. I like kind of having a relaxing time because I don't get that a lot, and that's how I try to do it this year. So we got a little bit of that. So enjoyed what it was, but you know what? Like I said, glad it's over. Glad to start this year. Get some big plans up in the mix. We've got some vacations we'll take later this year. I know you're coming to one. We'll have Big Mustard joining in, maybe even Whis traveling with us. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to getting rid of this messy ass weather. It's nasty out.
It is nasty.
Bill.
It's been nasty for a minute, and it's gonna keep being nasty, I think.
Yeah, not getting better.
You ever seen that movie Second? Was it Second Hand Lions? I might be getting the name.
I think you're right. With is it Robert Duvall in that movie?
Yeah, Duvall and that other goofy fucker, but he's a good
Haley
actor.
Joel Osment, the kid, right?
Yeah. And then the other old guy, Michael some shit.
Yeah, I've seen it. I remember clips, like of course that fight in the bar with the teenagers, kind of hokey at times, but a good movie. Did you watch it?
I actually did, and it's not a bad movie.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. It's
What
just like a
what sprung you to watch that
J-rated
movie?
So I was at this chick's house, and she was like, I want to watch The Notebook. I was like, oh, no, please, no. Not the
No.
fucking Notebook. I don't want to watch the fucking Notebook, okay? I fucking hate that movie. It sucks, man. That movie sucks ass, bro. Like, oh my god. Anyway, so all right, well, what do you want to watch? I'm like, well, I don't just anything except the fucking Notebook or the Notebook 2. Don't be tricking me. So she put on this movie. I was like, all right, that's better than the fucking Notebook, man. That movie.
What a transition from the Notebook to Secondhand Lions. Yeah, I need to watch that now. I'm kind of into wanting to check it out. Like I said, I remember some clips from it. I don't even remember when I watched it because it's kind of older, right? It's
yeah, that's like 03, I think.
Yeah, I knew it was like early 2000s. Yeah, it's not a bad movie though. That's funny.
No, not a bad movie actually. So I didn't. I was just like, yeah, let's watch anything else besides fucking Notebook. So
Yeah, Haley Joel Osment too, and I don't try to clown on anybody because people can clown right back at me. But man, as a kid, he was everywhere. Cute kid, right? He was in all the
yeah, he
movies.
grew up kind of weird. Looked kind of funny looking now.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's one. It's not like Macaulay. I think it's they grow out of that kid face that's like just perfect for Hollywood, like Macaulay Culkin, for instance. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad looking guys; they look like just men now. But you think they're always going to have that presentable Hollywood kid face, and they do in a way, but it still looks like them as a grown man, and it just looks weird. Um, that's probably the curse of being a child actor, right? But
Yeah, getting fucked in the ass by Michael Jackson.
that hurts.
Allegedly. Actually, I don't know about all that, man. I don't know. But there were because I was looking at something and which Michael Jackson weird, but first of all, they said that's a fake voice of his doing that. Hello. They say he really had a deep voice. And then like when they were talking about him like and the kids in his bedroom, well,
Right.
his bedroom is like as big as an apartment. So I don't know if he was doing weird shit with the kids. That ain't for me to know. But yeah, I don't know, man. They said he just didn't have a childhood, since he was growing up in the industry, I guess, and just was missed that part of his life, I guess, as his I don't know story, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say allegedly. That's wrong, but I don't know either way. So, but it seems like that could be plausible. Who will ever know?
Yeah, I think it's hard for kids to be normal when you're doing something so abnormal. When you're in the spotlight, most child stars, people are always, oh, there goes Michigan. I think this game is booty. Um, most child stars, I couldn't imagine the pressure of growing up, and that's all is money and fame, and having your finances, everything handed to you. You're in weird situations. I mean, you live a life of fantasy. It's basically what you live, and a lot of kids do. But then when you try to adapt to adult life, I mean, it's not what you trained yourself as a kid. How we train our kids usually how they are as an adult. So that's why a lot of them, I think, saddle themselves with alcohol and drugs and bad habits and shit like that. And people are like, oh, they've had everything. Well, yeah, that's the fucking problem. They've had everything. God damn it.
Hey, you got to struggle a little bit there.
Yeah. So, but he's a great actor. I'm glad you watched Secondhand Lions. Good, great movie. It is. Hey, it really is. So if you haven't watched it, check it out.
Check it out.
Real trap shit.
Hiya.
What
Happy
is
New
it?
Year, Mother P.
Happy New Year, Whis. How was it?
It was great. Me and baby, I'll make a love all night and all day and bringing in the New Year and everything. Yeah, I'm glad baby saw me.
Yeah, good for you, man. Good for you. I'm glad that you had a good Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff.
I mean, Santa was good to me, yeah.
Nice.
Glad to hear that.
Yes. Glad to hear that. Well,
What
good to be back. I know we took kind of an extended break there, but had to do it because last Monday was the semifinal, and so of course Bama didn't make it, and now we're sitting here watching a fucking Michigan and Washington game, which has been kind of
doesn't
as
feel
far
like a
as-
natty.
Yeah.
It even like I don't think just doesn't seem like the pageantry and the passion is there. And maybe it's because I'm an outsider looking in. Take nothing away from Michigan. They beat Bama, my beloved Crimson Tide. Take nothing to get away from Washington. There goes Michigan for a TD. They beat Texas. So I think both teams deserve to be here. I just don't know what it is. It just doesn't seem like anybody cares. And maybe that's what it is when Bama's in a championship, though.
Well, you got Michigan. What is that? The Big Ten?
Yeah.
And Washington. This is their last year in the Pac-12, and are they going to the Big Ten?
I don't know. I think so, right? Got to be.
It was Oregon and somebody, and I thought it was Washington, but I might be wrong. Oh no, yeah, it's USC and Oregon, so I might be wrong about that. I'm not sure what's happening with Washington. Are they a part of Pac-2?
Yeah, the Pac duo. There's
So,
not much of a game. Penix has been underwhelming. Michigan has a fantastic defense, so give them credit. Their defense last week was all over Bama. They look good. I think they're a well coached team. I think they've done a very good job. I hate Michigan, hate Ohio State, hate Big Ten in general, but they've done what they needed to do, and that's what it's all about. And I hate to see college football. Good season though. We had a lot of good games together. The guys. I hate seeing it come to a close.
you think Harbaugh's going to go to the NFL if he wins?
I don't think he will if he wins the Natty, and it looks like he's going to. And to me, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you're kind of in control of your own destiny, and I think if he would have lost to Alabama, yes. But I mean, really, he's done so good there. He's had Ohio State's number. He's likely going to be a national champion here. He was in the CFP last year, lost to TCU. It doesn't make sense to me unless it's just strictly financial and maybe he wants more control. I know some coaches, and I read some interviews the other day. Some coaches like the NFL. Even Saban talked about it. And then some prefer college. So I guess it just depends on what his preference is. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it might go.
Really?
You have to deal with the recruiting cycle, people on their ass about whatever it is. He's been in the NFL before, successful too, and so I don't know. I could see him leaving. What else is he gonna do? Gonna win the championship again next year? I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know. He's older, so they're talking about him going to the Raiders. I hope not. I'd rather Antonio Pierce get that job. I think he's good. I think he's got folks that want to play for him. He was a player in the NFL. So, I'd like to see guys like that that are already with the team, that have, I don't know what the word is, that have some fucking background there, that the players want to play for him. I think that's their best bet. Mark Davis is an idiot, and he'll probably try to get Harbaugh. So
yeah, I could see it. I mean, I don't think so, but I could see it. But again, I'm thinking from
NCAA about anything, even though they can't do anything. But still, I think it'll be easier in NFL for him.
Yeah, I do think
Possibly.
I think, Saban's a good college coach because I really think he likes mentoring and he has that personality where people respect him and he loves that. I think he loves to mold high school kids into great college players, to good people, and to even great athletes in the NFL. I think Harbaugh is more about business. He wants to win. He likes the game a lot more than the actual growth of players, if that makes sense. Not saying he don't give a fuck about them, but if that makes sense, I could see that. I just don't see. Saban is. I think he really does like that kind of growth and shit, and I think that's why he's a good college coach because I think he can take a lot of those kids that are troubled and shit and turn them into good. He pulls the best out of them. Hell, like this season, everybody said that was his best coaching job, and looking back, I actually think it was. This team was not very cohesive. It was not a good team at the beginning of the year. They did not win a lot of huge games by huge margins, and to turn them to a 12-2 SEC champion and get in the playoff, pretty fucking phenomenal, considering they should have been a 8-9 wins team, and that's also the same as last year. Harbaugh was just a machine this year, even though they had some close games. So I don't know. Curious to see what happens. But what's happening here is Michigan's defense has lit up Washington and Penix all night, and we have 7 minutes to go. 27-13, Michigan on top in the fourth quarter.
I knew Michigan was going to win, and I for sure knew they were going to win when they were doing that coverage earlier, and they said Penix was going to play out of his mind, he said, and I was, oh, you stupid. That's not going to happen. Every time a quarterback says that, man, they don't do very well. So, there you go.
No, Michigan's defense is one of the better defenses I've ever seen. I really say that, not just because they're on here, but I've watched a couple of their games this year. And to be fair, if you go back to wide open, beautiful pass, if you go back to the episode right before we did our initial way too early picks, my pick was Michigan stamped their ticket. I think I'm quoting myself verbatim to the CFP early in the year. They had an easy schedule. I just said they wouldn't have injuries, so I knew they'd be here. I didn't think they'd win though. I don't know. I knew they'd be here. I didn't know who the fuck was going to win.
Yeah, I thought Bama was going to pull it off again somehow, but
man, it's
that last play, man. That fucking center, dude.
Yeah, Ohio State can have him. I'm actually even shocked he got it extended to Ohio State for a transfer. Unless he moves to guard because he can't center.
He'll probably move to guard.
He'd have to. Yeah, I don't see it. I'd like to see Alabama with a clean offensive line next year and to see what Milroe really can do when he actually has time. I still don't think he's a great quarterback. I'm not throwing shade at him. I like Milroe. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a great athlete. But his reads are still pretty limited. So but it's hard to tell because in that game, man, fuck, the line was terrible. What they have? 5 sacks in the first half, 5 bad snaps. I mean, what the fuck? So
yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty lousy. So glad it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, we have nothing to worry about. We're not on edge.
Nah, Saban will be around for a couple more seasons. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon.
You think he'll be around for a little bit?
Every couple of years, I say he's got 2 to 3 years left in him, and then he keeps on trucking. I think as long as he can be around, he will be around. I think he'll push it to the late 70s. I could even see him doing 5 or 6 more seasons at this point. I mean, he's healthy as can be for his age. From what it looks like, I don't know. I don't check his blood pressure diagrams and shit. But
you don't.
I don't. That's not my side job. Is checking Nick Saban's blood pressure diagrams.
He be eating them little babies.
He does. Probably is only bad. Oh, you know what? I didn't knew until a couple weeks ago he got down on that red man.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he tips red man like a motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know it.
Ew, that's fucking nasty.
Yeah. Well, he's from West Virginia, so he on that chaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, Penix, what are you doing, man? He covered. That was clean coverage. He's just trying to find somebody one-on-one. See, they can't scramble. Michigan's front is too good. So 4th and 13, this is going to be your ball game here. I don't know how far you're ahead or behind on the game.
Man, double slants.
Trips to the right. Speaking of trips to the right, there should have been an NCAA commercial tonight. Did you see one? I have not.
Nope, I haven't seen shit.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Touche. I did not.
Maybe it'll be later on.
Well, after the game. Well, I looked online right before we dropped the podcast, and I looked at news because I'm like, did I miss this? I've been watching it, and I don't see anything. I see no news. I looked at Reddit. I still don't see it. And they said it was supposed to be launching tonight, and there's still people asking, where's the commercial? So I couldn't tell you. I love to give updates on that. I have zero. I would die if they, after the game's off and all the commercial shit's died down. Hey, we released the commercial.
I love NCAA. Me and Bailey will probably play it, yeah.
Man, baby don't play no damn NCAA.
Oh, you don't know about Bailey.
I don't know, man. Playing that with a girl seems like not fun.
Nah. What buttons do I push?
Everything's fine with baby, yeah.
Oh, you're getting on my nerves tonight.
Hey, you shut up.
You shut up.
You
You
shitty.
shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up.
Eh. Yeah, this game is terrible. This is getting bad.
They
I will
got
say
the.
one thing. I did have sex with a girl this past break.
Oh, how did that go?
Man, her nose was so big I could go bowling with her boogers.
Oh,
That's pretty good. I love bowling with baby, yeah.
Oh, God.
I
Have you
remember
been
those
bowling
days.
lately, Jay Wiggy? You take the old battle axe out bowling?
We had gone last summer at some point, I think, maybe. But
Where'd y'all go?
we went into the little spare time up here
Okay.
in the neighborhood, and yeah, you know what? We should have a homie bowling day.
I'm terrible at bowling.
Yeah, I'm not good at it, and it's always I think it's actually one of the worst group activities. And Michigan picks it off. That's going to seal the deal.
Over.
He's taking it back. I'm muting this game.
Yeah, this game's sucking. We all know who's gonna fucking win. He's trying too hard.
Yeah,
Michael,
I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy off.
oh
Yeah,
my God.
I just don't even like watching it. Not that I care. I can't hate. And it can't be Alabama every year, but I don't like Michigan that much. I am proud of the prediction that I said earlier in the year. I just don't like watching Michigan win. That being said, speaking of picks, I have not updated bowl picks. I was going to do it earlier. I forgot to tell you, I'm on jury duty this week. It is terrible.
Oh God! So do you got to go downtown?
I did today. I spent.
Oh, you did? That shit sucks. It's hot as fuck in there. Is it still hot as fuck and you got to wear a mask?
Yeah, well, we don't have to wear the mask, but yes, that's what everybody was saying. It was hot today.
Dude, I went in that motherfucker when I had to do it, and it was hot as fuck. And you had to wear a mask, dude. I just left. I was like, I don't care. They throw me in a fucking cell. I'm not fucking sitting here. I went outside, dude. That shit was fucked up. Was it crowded?
Yeah, and here's my story. Then I want to get back to yours because you probably have an outstanding warrant. Let's we got to follow up. Same scenario. It's hot, but it wasn't too bad today, probably compared to when you went because it was cold and muggy outside today. But I got down there at 8:30. That was the time. They called everybody back. Never called my group till 4:40 this afternoon. God. I sat there, waited, didn't have time for lunch. They were running behind, and so my group
lunch. Damn.
We had an hour to go, but it was raining or it started sprinkling a little bit down there, and so I had to park down the street. And man, by the time they got us out, and I had to walk to my car, I don't have time to really drive anywhere. So it was miserable.
Dog joint down there I went to.
That's probably what I may have to hit up. Well, so they basically said I have to come back Wednesday. So, yeah, at least it's a little later in the afternoon, and they said there won't be as many people there. I don't have a problem doing it. It's just the coordination of this shit sucks. So I got to go back Wednesday to do my civil service to figure out what's going to happen. It was boring today, but I will tell you, I did my due diligence, and I checked online, and I checked on Reddit, and checked what you can bring down there. So I had my charger in the car, obviously plugged in. So at lunch, I went and recharged my phone, games on my phone. I brought books. I brought a notepad to write some notes down and work on some shit I've been just kind of writing down. So still boring as hell, but I sat in the back, had some drinks and shit. So I would recommend that, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have jury duty, read what you can and can't bring. They said you could bring laptops and tablets too, and they have Wi-Fi in there. I don't really have a tablet. My laptop's kind of too big. Like, I need an actual smaller one. So I was thinking about that so I could work on some stuff. I didn't get into all that shit, but so it was bad, but just a long, boring day. Just more the waiting. But so back to you. When did you do this? And what ultimately happened? You just left.
Shit, I think it was fucking in the summer.
I
didn't leave, but I went outside. I was like, I can't stay in here no more, man. So I just went outside to like the like straight out front. There's like the parking deck or whatever.
Sure.
I was like, I can't do this. I stayed outside of the fucking, so like outside of the glass, it was cool. Like
Okay.
or the like in the foyer area or whatever that
Oh, I
is.
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I just sat there, man. Dude was looking at me funny. I was like, "What? Fuck you, man. I'm not going back in that hot ass fucking thing." And then you had to have a mask on. That was another thing. It was fucking annoying.
Oh.
Um, it was brutal, dude. It was so fucking hot in that motherfucker.
Oh, in the
And like,
summer, I can imagine because it was warm today and people were saying it, but it was actually since it's 40 degrees out, it wasn't too bad. It was tolerable to me, but God, the summer down there with those glass ass windows, oh.
they're taking their sweet ass time too, man. Like you had to wait until all those fuckers got there and all this shit.
Hmm.
Damn it, you stupid bitch. Fucking sucks.
Yeah,
So
it's not
they
fun.
finally got us down there, and we went to a fucking thing. And I got struck, so it was like something about some guy and his fucking. It was like a automobile case. Like one guy was suing the other guy.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. So they asked us questions about certain things, and then they went around and whatever, get out of here or whatever to whoever. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I didn't have to fucking. I only was there like a day, man. I was good.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I'll tell you my first jury duty story. It's pretty funny. I went when I was like 20, 21. Um, I was young, just registered to vote, got that damn summons, and everybody told me how bad it sucks, and they were right. It sucks pretty bad. But they told me, if you, kind of act dopey or stupid or whatever, they and don't take shit seriously, they're not going to put you on a jury. So, especially as a kid, man, I'm not at the time a 40-year-old guy, hook, I'm a dumbass kid. So when I got back, I can't even remember what the case was. It wasn't criminal, so it was probably some civil bullshit. And they pulled me back there, and I remember the attorney or the judge, one of them was going around asking, are you single, married, whatever? What's your job? And it came to me, and I said, I'm single and ready to mingle. And man, the judge goes, what did he say? He goes, like an old man, goes, this isn't a dating service in here, Mr. Wood, Mr. J. Wiggy. Whoops. But yeah, it was funny. Everybody started laughing, and then somebody else tried to pull my joke, like a guy that was like a couple of. They asked him, and he's like, "I'm single and looking," or something like that. Man,
Oh, man.
but yeah,
Motherfucker.
they struck me pretty quick. I was didn't think I'd ever even get another summons, but here we are. So
Yeah, I think this is the first time that one was the first time I've been. Yep. And man, did it suck. Because I want to say I got one before, but then I got out of it. But I don't know, man. Fucking, I guess it don't really matter. But who?
yeah, I tried to. I got this one delayed because the actual jury date was the day the Monday after my surgery, which was on a Friday, and I emailed them. I was hoping they would just let me out and be like, "Oh, okay, he just had surgery," and they didn't. They just pushed it back. They're like, "Oh, that's fine. We'll see you in January." And I was like, "Oh, well, fuck, great." So,
Man, what if you get a murder trial sequestered?
oh man, God, I don't think that's what I will get. Fortunately, I think they talked about. I think the remaining were civil or whatever. So,
So you got to go back Wednesday at 8. What is it?
Wednesday at 9:30. So not even too early. So, yeah, it should be good, man. It is what it is. I like I said, I was happy that I was better prepared and actually brought some shit down there. Had my phone charged, had some snacks, snack-a-lacks, and things like that. So, yeah, if you are a juror to be one day, please check please check your local regulations and stipulations on what you can bring, because count on a long fucking day.
Sure. Jury duty. I remember there's a movie about that featuring Pauly Shore. I never saw it though.
Yeah, there sure was.
Oh, Pauly.
He was God, such a typecast character.
Yeah. He had his time. But that's over now. Well, his mom owned the fucking Comedy Store.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she was like, that's an institution or whatever. So he's kind of been in that sort of thing for his life, and I imagine that'd probably be a cool gig. Your fucking mom owning the comedy store, Mitzi Shore.
Mitzi Shore.
So yeah,
He had his run. He was funny. I mean, that style of humor was hot as hell for a while, but then, man, when it dies, it died.
Yeah, it died, man. He's looking old nowadays. But hell, who isn't? So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern?
Yeah, there's another line of humor that has died. From Jim Varney.
Yeah, Jim Varney, classic.
Yeah, 3 packs of smokes a day.
Damn. My bad, man. Was you about to say something?
Just gonna say, I thought Penix got hurt on that last play. Doesn't matter. They're down 21. And if they can score 21 points in 2 minutes, color me impressed.
Yeah, right.
Not happening.
He's had ankle issue.
Yeah, he looks like shit. Carry on.
Well, a little bit of news after the break, Did you see this about this Mountain Brook guy?
That's really vague. What should I have seen about a Mountain Brook guy?
You would know it from me just saying that. So there is this Mountain Brook guy, and he was at a party, and it seems that he had actually gotten stuck in like some kind of, I don't know, they were saying it's like a huge piece, but it looks like one of those big vase basins. It looks like a fucking something you put a big plant in.
Huh.
Anyway, if you Google it on AL.com, it says man stuck in urn, but an urns aren't that big, are they? Are there big urns out there? So. I thought that was just for like dead people.
I did too.
Anyway, he was at a Mountain Brook party and loses his pants, breaks expensive vase and Alabama internet. So basically he gets stuck in this huge fucking vase thing. He can't get out of it. There is video of it, by the way. It's kind of funny.
Oh, I'm looking at it.
Yeah. The guy's name is Paget, some shit. Paget Connor Paget, maybe. Yeah, so he gets stuck in this thing, and they can't get him out. There's video of it, like I said, on X or Twitter. Now, they eventually get the guy out, but, man, what the... This is some white people shit right here. So, the video clip, basically, he's like, oh, the fire department to get me out of this motherfucker or something. But eventually, some people get a hammer and they bust him out of there. So I don't know why the hell.
Brookies
just want to in a fucking whatever the hell this thing is, and get stuck.
All the surrounding people are like very over the mountain folks. I've never worn any of that shit in my life.
Yeah. Me neither. One guy's got a navy jacket on with jeans. That should be a crime.
That should be 100%.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. But he did get out, so there is a happy ending to that one, folks. And it looks like that thing is worth about $500 to $3,000. It's kind of a big range there, but
damn,
man, your dumbass gets into that thing. You should probably pay whoever, I guess, maybe. I don't know. And they said his pants survived.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, what an idiot. Man. I don't know, man. But I guess holiday parties in the Mountain Brook area getting kind of crunk there.
We need to go to some.
Man, I wish I knew some people that would invite us.
Yeah, I don't know many of them.
Yeah, me neither, man. I'll have to start hanging out in the rich places.
Just hanging out on the roads over there and like loitering until somebody
I meant like restaurants
Oh yeah,
or
that'd probably be a
maybe
better.
bars where,
Yeah,
where
we
they
don't
go.
look instead of looking like prowlers.
Yeah, that might not go well.
Yeah. People don't realize too, man. Just talking about nostalgia real quick. I don't know why that sparked a core memory, and I'm not going to distract the news, but I remember we were at a spring break party. I was like 16, and before cell phones and stuff, and we had to walk down the strip and like ask everybody where's the party at. You remember? Hey, what a party at? What a party at? Where the party at? And finally, these girls, told us, "Hey, we're at this house down the street. We're staying there. They shout the address out. And we had to keep reciting it and remember it and shit. And we actually go and there's a fucking party. We had a great time.
Hell yeah.
And it was cool. No dropping pins back then. Carry on with the news.
Was it pretty crunky?
It was crunk as fuck.
What else is going on in the news? Well, I will tell you. Now, I know my man Jay Wiggy is into running. We got a guy right now. We love world records here at Everyone Has a Podcast. Toronto man runs 242 marathons in 1 year. You think you could do that?
Ooh, no.
This one's by Ben Hooper. A Toronto man ran 242 freestyle marathons, marathon length runs with no sit course. Over the 2023 may have broken a world record. Ben Pubjoy, who called his project the Marathon Earth Challenge, traveled across North America, South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia, running 26.2 miles in each location. He ended up running a total of 242 of his solo marathons in 2023 in an attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the most marathons completed in 1 year. The record is currently held by U.S. man Larry Macon, who ran 239 marathons in 2012. Bob Joy said he has submitted evidence of his runs to Guinness for review, so we will keep you abreast of that, folks. How many marathons have you done this year?
I've never done a marathon. I've done a couple of,
What?
not a full marathon. Marathon, 26 miles. I've done a couple of half. Done a couple of half marathons, which are obviously half 13 miles. And man, towards the end of those 13 miles, I'm done. But I have been running more. My long runs right now are 4 or 5 miles. They're getting easier because I've been running.
Run
Since
every day?
I try to run 4 days a week. Try to take a day off, give myself a little bit of breather. I did 3 miles yesterday, and probably run tomorrow. Today, since I had the jury duty and sat on my ass all day, I'm just not doing shit. You should try it though. I will say, my legs have gotten stronger. They look a lot leaner. My calves have finally grown a little bit at 40 years old because I've always had really shitty, skinny calves, even no matter how hard I worked them. And running's the only thing that seems to spark that explosiveness. It is good though, and I feel better. I've actually started to enjoy it, which is weird because I've always hated it. So stick with it if you're out there, and you'll begin to like it. You should try it.
I saw something on a YouTube video where it was this guy at a marathon. He put out like a table and super glued a bunch of waters to it. That's pretty funny.
I love that. That should make me laugh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I tried the running thing. I don't like it. It sucks.
Yeah, I'm in week 8 of a program that I got actually from a running coach, and I thought the same thing. The first 3 weeks, I was like, man, it's a 16 weeks, so I'm halfway through. And I was like, man, fuck this. But after the 3rd week, and I think that's like most people say after your 3rd week of consistency, I think it's like with anything, weight training or developing any type of habit, you start getting into it. But the great thing about this guy, he started me off really slow. Like, walk a little bit, run a little bit, walk a little bit, run, jog. And pretty soon, like I said, up to 4 or 5 mile runs at a time without stopping. Again, I used to run a lot more, but now I'm getting back into it. So I would encourage it.
Alrighty then.
Me and Bobby ran, yeah.
Shut up.
No way.
Have you ever heard of the game called Hi-Fi Rush?
I have not.
So it looks like 2023's biggest Xbox surprise may be coming to the Switch. I don't know anything about this game, but it kind of looks kind of cool. There is a possibility Hi-Fi Rush, Tango Gameworks rhythm action game that shadow dropped on the Xbox Game Pass last year, is coming to Switch at some point this year. Well, it's rumored to anyway, so don't let me get hard. There's a possibility. The Hi-Fi rush on other platforms, rumor mill started spinning when podcaster and insider Nate the Hate claimed in a 2024 predictions video that Microsoft would be bringing one of their more acclaimed first-party releases to a competitor system. Hi-Fi Rush is only available on PC and Xbox so far, and Tango Gameworks is a first-party studio that joined Microsoft as part of his acquisition of Bethesda and all the studio. So this might not be happening. I ain't even heard of the game. I need to see if I can find it somewhere and play it. It's not on the Switch, so I don't know how I'll do that. Well, it's at PC, so I could probably go to Steam or somewhere. So I don't know. Maybe that's exciting for you nerdos out there who love this game I've never heard of. But there you go. You might be getting it on the Switch. Bada bang, bada bang.
Get down.
Mm-hmm. I like the Switch, man, because it's not like I don't know. It's kind of kid-like, but still cool. Still,
I need to get down on the Switch. I really do.
Yeah, why not, man? They got some pretty cool games on there, and it's not a lot of sports games, but still a cool system. I'm not as nerdy as to actually use the portability, like taking that motherfucker everywhere kind of shit. So I don't do that. I leave mine docked, but I know a lot of people like to. I've never seen a scenario where I need to really take it with me. So, but hell, maybe jury duty.
I was about to say that would have been a great suggestion, man. If I had one to Wednesday, fuck, I'd be happy.
There you go, man. That'd be nice. Have some of that. Man, you remember Def Comedy Jam?
Yeah, I actually do remember it.
Def Comedy Jam. What a cool time in the comedy world. So there was actually a game, like a Def Jam fighting game that was supposed to happen, I think, at some point. But anyway, rapper Ice-T reveals why popular Def Jam fighting game is MIA. This one is by Levi Winslow. In the early aughts, EA dropped an unexpected fighting game that dominated the lives of every gamer I knew. This partnership with hip-hop record label Def Jam spawned 3 iconic brawling games, but it hasn't been doing anything since 2007. Now, rapper Ice-T has seemingly explained why the Def Jam fighting game franchise hasn't seen a comeback or remake in nearly 20 years. I didn't even know there was a fucking game about this to begin with, to be honest.
I didn't either.
Ice-T, born Tracy Lauren Morrow. Man, he got a girl's name from hell. Took to Twitter to dish on Def Jam. In response to some popular tweets, I don't know, this guy's writing fucked up. Anyway, so let's get to it. So many people ask me why this game hasn't been brought back forever, quote unquote, for newer consoles. Maybe because they have to pay for voice and music rights again, maybe, he tweets. In response, a fan tweeted, if EA released a HD remake and a sequel to the Def Jam game, the company would make millions upon millions. It's hard to say if Ice-T agrees, but the rapper said he wasn't paid much for his contribution. So he's saying he didn't get paid any kind of substantial money. So I don't guess there's not a reboot that's in the works, y'all. So if you're wondering, it's basically the end of this article. But there is a fucking series of this, which I apparently missed. I never heard of no Def Jam fighting game.
Def Jam fighting is
play. I guess it was EA released it. Well, it had to be a PlayStation Xbox title, I would think.
Yeah, I wonder a lot of those games back then. By the way, I always go down the nostalgia trail. If you didn't live with Def Comedy Jam and Rockin' Jock Softball, you never lived.
Yeah.
That was some good shit. Yeah, they probably it was so popular. They're like, how can we use the name and just come up with something we can put on the fucking platform that people were going to... I mean, really, video games, once you have it and you put it out there, I mean, it's just a fucking moneymaker, right?
Yeah, well, it can't. Depends, I guess.
Some of them, obviously suck. But, I mean, dude, they made a video game about the 7-Up spot, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I mean, how...
Toe Jam and Earl, Parappa the Rappa, that was a terrible game.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind.
Yeah, so there are some terrible games out there that they still have like a cult like following though. Like I think actually Parappa the Rapper might be one of them. So looks like Michigan is our national champs, folks.
Boo.
Boo, 34-13. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
you know what? I don't like them, but they earned it. They beat Bama, our beloved Tide. They won clean, man. The Huskies beat Oregon twice. Michigan beat them. Michigan beat Bama. Michigan beat Ohio State. 15-0 season. So, how can you hate against them? They won it outright. And if Florida State would have made it, Michigan would beat them 70-0.
Yeah, they would have got ran out of that motherfucker for sure. So, Florida State didn't. They don't belong. Whoa. We'll do one more story here on this Switch 2. It's looking like it could cost $400 with $70 games, an analyst predicts. This article is by Claire Jackson. The successor to the Nintendo Switch could arrive as soon as next year. It costs $400 and be more of an iterative upgrade rather than a revolution. That's according to the CEO of a Tokyo-based video game consultancy firm who recently who the fuck? Video game consultancy firm? Man,
Can we start that bullshit?
COD in his parents' basement with Cheetos on his face. Who recently spoke with GamesIndustry.biz. The Nintendo Switch originally launched March 3rd, 2017 with a $300 price tag. The hybrid portable console will quickly gain popularity for its versatility and excellent game library. The console's eShop has offered everything from unexpected AAA ports of titles like Doom and The Witcher 3 alongside Nintendo's quality first-party offerings like Breath of the Wild. I think I got that, man. I played that shit for like not that long. Some of these games, and it's a fucking Zelda. I think that's a Zelda title.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even saying it's bad, but it was one of the ones that was new, man. It was cool, but like I just played it for a little bit and then just didn't play it. I mean, it was a good game, but I don't know, man. They just can't hold my attention like they used to, or it could be these adventurous games, man. You know, they take so long to fucking play, you know? So I'm finding myself with the shortening attention span as I get older, man. I like kind of mindless games, man. I don't like a game where you got to like get in there and like figure shit out. And it's like, I do this in real life, man. I don't need to look for problems in a fucking game. It's supposed to be fun, you know, but I get it, you know, I get it. So there was an upgraded OLED model that did launch in July of 2021. I don't know how well that did, but it's looking like obviously not going to be a next-gen system, but it should be. So we'll keep you guys all motherfucking abreast. But, you know, as a Switch fan, I would like a more substantial upgrade, you know, if they're going to do a new system. I mean, come on. Don't be giving me the Switch 1.5, you know. Let get some, like a next-gen system, you know.
Some tiny little chains that they charge you $1 million for.
Exactly, man.
Ooh.
So we'll see about the Switch 2. Maybe I can do something better than just that little shit. Little shit. What? Let's go ahead and do a quick break. And we will be right back in and use the bathroom, piss, shit, get some drinks or drugs, something, whatever you need. And we'll be back here with you guys in just a moment. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yep. Man, it's fucking a retro shooter. I still haven't fucking got to fuck with it.
Ooh, that's not the update I was looking for.
I know. I went to hook it up, and then they had this weird. I might have already said this, but I don't know. I just haven't got around to getting it yet. But I have a weird power supply that's not packaged with it, so it's like I got a different version of it, and you have to there's some weird connector on this thing that you have to fucking you got to get a different power supply to hook up to this thing. And I'm like, God damn it, every fucking time. So I don't know. Stay tuned,
Always
man.
something.
It's always something. But I did review a game.
Oh,
yeah, an old Nintendo title. I don't know if you've played it. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Remember Super Dodgeball?
I'm trying to think of. No, I don't. I remember playing it in PE, but not a.
So Super Dodgeball for the NES, actually. And so I actually don't remember it either. But I did play it to give you guys a recent review. Super Dodgeball is a sports video game developed and published by Technos Japan. That was for the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1989. It is loosely based on the 1987 arcade game of the same name, which was developed by Technos. Like its arcade counterpart, it was released in Japan as part of the Kunio-kun series. In Japan, a PC port of the Famicom version of Neketsu Koko Dodgeball Boo was released on October 17, 2003 as a budget price release. It was also included in the Game Boy Advance compilation Kunio-kun Neketsu Collection Volume 1, released in 2005. Both the Famicom version and American NES version were released for the Wii, Nintendo 3DS, and Wii U Virtual Console. The game was also released in Europe for the two latter systems, despite NES version not being released in Europe. So, it's basically video game dodgeball, on the NES. Got the tournament mode, two-player mode, and single mode, and then also a free-for-all beanball mode, where 6 members of Team USA fight each other till one remain. The object of each match is to defeat a rival team by throwing a dodgeball at its members. Each character has a life gauge that gradually is depleted each time they get struck by dodgeballs. Their life reaches 0, they will be eliminated when a character gets hit. With a life gauge of 3 bars or lower, they will be placed in a tired state, giving the opponent a moment of advantage. Moreover, each has their own stats and 2 different power shots, one of which is performed while running and another that's performed while doing a running jump. So got a few play modes here. World Cup play, that's a single player mode. Team USA versus play is a 2-player competitive mode. 9 teams from the World Cup mode can be selected from, and its rules are same as World Cup play. And then you have Beanball mode, which is a free-for-all mode. It can be played by 1 or 2 players. The player can choose from each of the 6 members of Team USA. The members who are not chosen by the player or players will be controlled by the computer instead. The background of the schoolyard changes depending on the difficulty setting. Easy is set during the day, normal, evening, difficult, nighttime. So the teams, you got Team USA, Team Pro All-Stars, Team England, Team India, Team Iceland, Team China, Team Kenya, Team Japan, Team USSR, and Team Shadow. Yeah. So this game was pretty fun. It's kind of like mindless video game action. It's got some pretty cool 8-bit music too. I will say that. It's worth a go. I'm gonna give it. I give it 3.5. Yeah.
Looks
It's,
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not. It's a pretty
I'm a
fun
big
game.
Dodgeball fan.
Yeah, not much to it. You don't gotta think about too much. It's just pure Dodgeball video game funness. So go check that out, man, folks, women, men, whoever the fuck.
Sounds like a lot of modes too for a older game, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yes. So it's worth checking it out there. For sure. For sure.
For sure.
For sure. Oh man.
Good to be back.
I know, right, man? What a break we had there.
Yeah,
And
ready.
everything fucking done.
Yeah, rocking and rolling into 2024. Be good shit. It's gonna be a good year.
I hope to God.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need a good year.
Yeah, we had a lot of good hangouts this year. Feel like we did a lot of guys' nights. We need some more. I think one of our friends, the truck driver, is coming down in a couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard. I heard that rumor. I guess I heard it from him. So
What, did he call you recently?
He sent me a message that I saw the other day, and then I was actually going through my messages today when I was bored at jury duty. I was like, "Oh shit, I never wrote him back." So I do that shit sometimes, man, and I feel like an asshole. But I'll see that somebody wrote me, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I never wrote their ass back."
Yeah, I'll do that sometimes. Or like I'll write the text out and then forget to hit send or some shit like that. So,
dude, I'm bad about that. I've done that so many times, and yeah, it happens a lot more often than I'm proud of. So, but yeah, we'll try to get something together if he's hanging around anytime soon. Maybe some dinner or something. Yep. There we go.
Oh man, what a character he is. Well, what did he say? A couple of weeks?
I have to go back and look at the date. Let's see what he said. I think the 27th, 28th weekend. I think so. Yeah, if I'm correct. I'll double check with him and see, and I'll look at my text later and see. We'll try to get something going on.
Yeah.
What did you?
Come on. He's pretty.
He's alright.
I'm hard to kill, yeah.
What? Making no sense. Well, man, what a fucking, it's Monday. Man, getting back into it. So, hell yeah, you got big week plans?
No, nothing yet.
You're a dude.
Yeah, I'm looking at some potential job transitions. I'll give you an update on that. See how that goes, but I don't have any concise. I don't really have any updated information on that yet, but I should have something this week. But yeah, the rest of my week is potentially spent on jury duty. The good news is they said no matter what, you'd be done by this Friday. The bad news is if I had to sit on a jury Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I would be really upset. So that sounds terrible.
That won't be too bad. They pay you like $10 a day.
No, they upped it to 25.
Oh, fuck. There you go.
Yeah, still not good, but I will. It's not the worst thing in the world, right? It's better than 10 because I saw that, and she actually said today, the judge that introduced everybody said they've updated it to $25 a day.
So
righteous.
Yeah,
I'm thrilled about it.
Man, I'm getting some thunder going on.
I heard it. I just had some myself, so you were a little west of me, so I imagine it's coming my way.
And it's really coming down out there.
But dude,
Are they delaying school for y'all tomorrow?
I don't think so. Not that I've heard. The last that I saw, they were not going to, but who knows? In the morning, they'll probably do some last minute bullshit in the morning and be like, "Oh, never mind." That's how it is when you're a parent. They do. I can understand why my parents are always irritable and irritated all the fucking time with school shit. I really can, and I mean, it's you get answers late. There's that thunder. You get answers late as hell. It's frustrating. Drives you fucking crazy. Yeah. So
Do kids still have homework nowadays?
yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of homework. I've always stood by that. I don't think it's good for the kids.
It's fucking stupid. They're already at school all fucking day, and you want them to come home and do like 2 hours worth of fucking homework? What the hell is that?
Yeah,
Not gonna fucking retain anything.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. So I don't like homework. And I think it's ridiculous that they saddle kids with homework all the fucking time. So yeah, I try to pretend I will say they've my kids have it a lot easier than we probably had it because a lot of teachers try not to give out too much, if any at all, and it's usually just reviews for the week. And I tell my kids that if they'll even tell you now, and it's probably why kids are getting a little dumber. They're like, well, this will be on the test, so make sure you study it. Like they're giving you the answers. Okay, I can get on board with that. If they're giving you the answers, read that shit at night. That way tomorrow at school you just ace that shit. But actual homework where you got write papers at home and stuff, man, don't be doing that shit.
Yeah, that's stupid as fuck. I ain't had no job where I have to write a research paper before.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
Lame. Stupid.
Not doing
Well,
it.
we're done with the fucking college football for the season. It went by so fast. God, fucking hate how fast it goes.
Always does. Yeah, it's over. It's sad, heartbreaking. I'll have final results next week. I'll go over my notes, see where we all landed at. I should have some pretty good updates over the last, God, what is it, 14, 15 weeks, bowl picks. We still got some on the NFL front. I needed to get down in crunch time for the regular season. But we have USFL coming up. And you know what? We did.
They're calling it the UFL.
Yeah, that's right. The United Football League. I forgot they got together, which is what we talked about all last year. So, hey, shout out to us for making some good predictions this past year.
We did call that one, didn't we?
Hell yeah, we sure did. Still didn't see an NCAA commercial, so we'll follow up with that. See if they have, I didn't see anything, and I've looked online, and nobody said anything. Like you said, I'm going to lose my shit if they uploaded it after the fucking...
Sure you didn't have a dream or something about it?
Man, I didn't. I swear everybody said that. It was on the... Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Man, I feel like EA's dropping back. Okay, here's what they said. Last 6 minutes ago, whoever spread the rumor that the release date of NCAA Football 24 was being announced during the Natty, I am praying for your downfall.
It was some fucker like Whis fucking probably did that shit.
Yeah, somebody had a big ass fake account or some shit. So, no release. I guess I got sucked into a rumor. I usually try to vet my information decent, but there were several. I thought I saw it on College Football, Sports Center, all these other Instagram outlets. Maybe I got taken in. So I will keep you guys posted on that. I got my notes for next week as we go off football season. We'll have some final results on pick'ems. Holidays are over. Thank goodness. Let's rock with 2024. Grant, we did have a lot of hangouts together in the fall. I think we had a little more football hangouts than typical. 3 or 4 in there. Need a little more than that, but not too bad. And
not too shabby.
Yeah, we'll get some dinner soon. I'll let you know what the truck driver says. Man, that's all I've got, but it's good to be back. Always a pleasure, and thank you guys for joining us for yet another year. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we got wildcard picks for the NFL.
Oh, shit, yeah, we sure do.
We'll go ahead and get those going and wind it down for a night. So Saturday, January 13th, we got a matchup: Cleveland at Houston. Who you got on that one? Wait a minute.
Okay.
Already? No. Okay. No, that's right. All right. I'm talking. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got 8-10 on that one. Yeah, no, good call on that because my NFL has been off the past couple of weeks. I watched some games this week, but I got 8-10.
I'm gonna pick Cleveland.
You know I'm going Cleveland,
Miami at Kansas City.
Man, God, that's a tough one. I hate going against Miami, but I'm gonna go KC.
Yeah, I'm going KC.
Am I?
Sunday, January 14th, at 3 games. Pittsburgh at Buffalo.
Got to go with Pitt.
I'm going Buffalo.
I'm going Buffalo and Josh Allen, too.
Green Bay at Dallas.
I'll go Dallas.
I'm going Green Bay on this one.
I'm going Dallas, yeah.
I got LA Rams at Detroit. Oh, that's going to be a good one.
That's a good matchup. I'm going to go Lions. They've treated me right on my picks this year.
I'm going to go Detroit.
LA, yeah.
And then the Monday night game is Philadelphia at Tampa Bay.
That's going to be a good game. We'll have that next Monday. God, Philly. You know what? I think Philly gets upset. I'm going TV.
I'm going to go Philly.
I'm going Philly, yeah.
Motown Philly. That's some good wild card matchups. This is my favorite time of the NFL year when you kind of get out the bullshit. Bryce Young had a whack-ass year.
Yeah, pretty terrible. But, yeah, sometimes that does happen. But hopefully they'll get it together. I don't know about ownership over there, and it's not just Bryce. They need a better team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of everything. But it is what it is, yeah.
Oh, Kirk Herbstreit got his dog.
Oh, man, that dog been the face of... he living the life right now.
Hell yeah, he is.
Hell
yeah. Well. So you got your meal prep up for this week?
No, I haven't did anything. I've got to try to pack some type of lunch for Wednesday's jury duty session. Probably go out to the car and just eat that. And no, really have been lacking. So, what did I have today? I had Chick-fil-A today. I know you hate them, but I had my Chick-fil-A.
That is 600 milligrams sodium.
Yeah.
You're still at the same job, or you?
Yeah, but I'm trying to creep on something else. I think we're good though. So I had a third interview at a different place. So looking forward to that.
A third interview, good God.
Yeah, I think that was the final. I think we're gonna seal the deal this week. Do you?
Are you gonna be doing what you used to do, or?
Yeah, same thing that I've been doing. The company I'm with now transferred me to a different department that I wasn't happy with because they were downsizing, and so I will be back to doing what I originally did. So
Nice. They're gonna give you a company vehicle and all that.
Nah, it'll be 100% work at home. So I will not get the company vehicle, but I'll probably start trying to buy something here in the spring or some shit. I'll be driving the big truck around for a little while.
Do you gotta go out and do stuff, or you said you're 100% at home?
100% at home, baby.
Oh man. Oh baby.
Baby.
I'm out of here, y'all. Baby's cooking dinner. I'm out. Holler.
Man, that's a kind of late dinner there.
That was a late ass dinner. Keep going. Here come the rain.
Here come the rain in Spain on a plane. Oh. Yeah. Well, I hope all y'all have a good week, man. Do you have any last thoughts, final thoughts, quotations, and or whatever?
You know, I haven't had a drink in a while, but let's see. I've got a couple that I wrote down here. Blah, blah, blah. Some of these are kind of cringy, but I did like this one. I have mixed drinks about feelings. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny.
That was kind of funny. Well, everyone out there, and wherever you are at, hope you have a good upcoming week and weekend. Check out the old episodes. Michigan is the champs.
Oh.
I don't have any really quotations or anything, but come back and listen every Monday, 9:30 in the dirty. So we'll see you guys again next week. And until then, all of you have a good one. We'll see you next Monday. Holler!
Holler!